Hello again, everybody, and happy 4th of July. This is my second time on Facebook Live today. I did an edition of Guitar Lessons from the Man Cave this morning. Today I talked about how to play the Star Spangled Banner. So if you haven't already seen that, go ahead and check that out. And a couple shout outs real quick. Hi, Aaron. And my good friend Tyler Bucks. Dude, where you been? Been way too long, my friend. So, okay, shout outs are out of the way. And I'm not looking for a big crowd tonight because everybody's probably out at cookouts and doing things with family and stuff. I've already done my stuff, so I'm all alone. So what better way to spend an evening than making freedom tacos in honor of the 4th of July? So tonight's not going to be a long one. I've already started preparing stuff, and just real quickly, we are joined tonight, instead of me boring you with some lame guitar lick downstairs, I've got a YouTube video going of the mighty Van Halen from 1983. So they will be providing our background music tonight. And I don't care what anybody says, but the only Van Halen was the Van Halen with David Lee Roth. So that's a whole other discussion, and we can spend an entire show on that. But Van Hagar, I don't think so. So, all right. So that's enough rambling. I'm going to make this quick. So what we're going to be making tonight is we're going to be preparing tacos, but we're going to be making a salad instead of just flat out tacos, because that's just always how I eat them. So over here we've got our shells. Notice they're in an aluminum foil lined cookie sheet. As you've seen before, I hate doing dishes, so lining the cookie sheet with foil is a great easy cleanup, because all you do is just ball up the foil and throw it away. So boom. The ground beef I've already browned. You guys already know how to do that, so you don't have to worry about how to do that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my Mega Nachos edition. That was a lot of fun, and you heard Alyssa in rare form, and I won't tell you why, you just have to go back and listen to it. I've already diced up some tomatoes. Again, you're just trying to save a little bit of time. So since I'm making a taco salad tonight, what I've done is I have the Lazy Man salad, and I get these bagged salads at either Giant Eagle or Mark's, and occasionally you'll find them on sale. These were two for $5, so not too bad. I also what you're gonna need is a taco kit, and this particular one is Old El Paso. You can get Ortega makes a good one too. They're all pretty much the same. The taco kits come with the taco shells. They come with the seasoning. They come with taco sauce. Of course, it comes with the real wimpy mild taco sauce, but hey, to each his own, whatever. I've already got that opened. A couple other things you're going to need. You're going to need 2/3 cup of water, which I already have prepared here. You're going to need cheese. Now for tacos, now you can use whatever you want. I prefer either a Mexican or taco blend. The Mexican blend has cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack, Asadero, and Queso Blanco. I just like it a lot. Your own choice of taco sauce, even though the taco kit comes with it, we all know that Jeffrey does not do mild. So I'm sticking with the hot here. And Italian dressing. And it must be Wishbone Italian dressing. And ooh, I hear Unchained by Van Halen. Hold on, let's go give it a listen. Boom. Okay, that's enough Van Halen. Back to the food. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I need to do a rant. I'll get this out of the way real quick. So you guys have all seen me do my cooking videos, and you know that wine, a glass of wine, is a must. Well, it's the 4th of July, and wine doesn't really go with the 4th of July. So there you go, Steve. It is the Wishbone, baby. Because it's the 4th of July, nothing screams 4th of July like ta-da! Beer. Now, I have a bone to pick with this beer. Okay, now I'm just going to tell everybody right now, I don't mean to offend anyone, and I don't plan to, but this is supposedly an American beer, but it's got like Yingling. I'm sorry, that just doesn't sound like an American name to me. I mean, I'm sure they're great. It's a great company. It just sounds weird. And they're whatever you call it, the mascot is an American eagle on a keg. That just seems strange to me. I don't know. Not a big deal. It's great beer and it's a great company, but okay, ran over. So, oh wait, I gotta have a sip. It's 4th of July. Okay, thank you. That's good stuff. All right. So what we're going to do now that we've got the meat browned, we're going to go ahead and bring the heat on here. And we're going to go ahead and add the water. We're going to add the water, and then we're going to add the taco seasoning. And it comes in a handy little envelope here that I've already opened. Again, trying to save time so I don't waste yours. And I'm going to add a few additional items here because it's mine and I'm the only one eating it, so I can make it however I want. So I'm going to kick in just a little bit of chili powder. And in my book, that's just a little bit. And I'm going to throw in one more thing here. Yeah, let's see, where is it? Boom. This is, you guys have heard me talk about this before. This is from the Blaze Gourmet. This is garlic habanero hot sauce. This guy is the bomb, man. Hold on, I gotta put the phone down because the lid's stuck. All right, so he basically is online only, but occasionally he does show up at a few places around the Cleveland, Northeast Ohio area. So you don't need much, just enough to give it a little kick in the butt. I'm going to get that stirred in real nice. Anyway, this is probably the best hot sauce I have ever had. I mean, the flavor is just incredible. It's got just the right amount of heat. It's real hot, but it's not the kind of hot that makes you wish you had never tried it. Although I have yet to find one that will do that. I've found a few that have come close, but not quite. And yes, that includes ghost pepper sauces. So I just like hot stuff, man. You know, a lot of people ask how I got to like it really hot, and it all comes back to my college days. I lived in a fraternity house for a year, and we had a cook that would come in once a week, twice. Well, maybe she came in a little more often than that. I don't know. That was close to 30 years ago, so sue me if I don't remember exactly. But anyway, her name was Gertie, and we loved her. And she would make this chili that was just, it was incredibly good. But dude, it was so freaking hot. I mean, you could not get through a bowl without downing 2 or 3 glasses of whatever was close. I mean, it was ridiculous. And, you know, we used to tell her, we're like, Gertie, you're killing us. And she was like, nope, got to make my boys men. So hats off to Gertie for turning me on to the flavors of spice. So anyway, that was in the late 80s. And then in the 90s, when I came home from college and the wing craze hit, well, you know, my taste buds had already been pretty much prepared for things to come. So, and I've just been gradually getting hotter and hotter. And, you know, I really enjoy it. And, you know, I don't like things hot just for the sake of hot. I think you guys have heard me say this before. If it tastes like crap, I'm not going to eat it. I don't care how hot it is. But, you know, I just like heat. So, you know, what are you going to do? All right, so I got the taco shells on a cookie sheet. I've got the oven warmed up to 325. I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Now, this is not, this isn't really a requirement. I mean, they're fresh, usually. They come vacuum sealed, but they just, you know, you just like to warm them up. And they've got instructions on there. I'm going to cook these at 325 for about 7 minutes, give or take. And again, if you don't do it, it's not the end of the world. In fact, since I'm doing a salad, You know, I can use whatever tortilla chips I have on hand. Ooh, I just thought of something. I have spicy nacho Doritos here. Maybe I'll use that instead. Nah, I'll use these, otherwise they'll go to waste. But the point is, you can use whatever you have. So, man, I hope everybody's just having a great 4th. You know, our neighborhood here in Firestone Park, I don't know, somebody's been having some fun. I think somebody found some dynamite from the Ravenna Ordnance place, because they've been blowing up stuff over the past hour or two, and I'm telling you, it sounds like somebody stepped on a freaking landmine. I mean, it's just ridiculous how loud this thing is. My poor dog, she finally has come out. She finally came out. Oh. She came out from under her safe spot, which is back there in the corner. And she's a big Van Halen fan too. And see, what are they doing now? Sounds like they're playing Full Bug off their Diver Down album. You gotta love old Van Halen, guys. I'm sorry. Just, they will always have a special place in my heart. Eddie is the entire reason I play guitar. So you guys can blame him for all the garbage that you hear coming out of my hands at any given time. So, okay, we're gonna let this simmer now. I've already brought it up to a boil. Gonna let it simmer for about 4 or 5 minutes, just to make sure that everything gets cooked really through. And yeah, so you know, I don't know if the Akron fireworks tonight, if there's any more fireworks going on. We went to the Hudson fireworks. What night was that? Golly, feels like I've been off of work forever. Saturday night. And I gotta tell you, there's been some, you know, they've been kind of up and down over the last 10 years or so. But Saturday night's fireworks were just unbelievably good. It's probably the best fireworks show I've ever seen. And the only downside is they normally have a little festival kind of thing going. They've got the symphony playing, and they've got food trucks and stuff. And this year they didn't have any of that. So we basically had to sit around, me and the girls, and my good friend Kenny Steedley, just kind of sat there at Barlow Park, just kind of, you know, sitting around picking our noses and waiting for our cell phone batteries to die. It was great fun. So, man, I'm running out of stuff to talk about here. And then last night I spent the afternoon and evening in Chippewa Lake with a good friend of mine, George Wiswesser. He had a big party out there, and there was some fireworks out there. And, you know, so I have to say, I've had a pretty nice, relaxing, and enjoyable weekend. So what I'm going to be doing here, just to kind of show you guys the rest of the stuff, got a glass bowl here. I like to be able to have some room to mix stuff up, and that's important, especially when you have a salad like this, because I'm going to turn that heat down just a little bit. You don't want it boiling full blast. You want it just kind of simmering. I like to have a lot of room when I mix up a salad, because what we're going to do, we're going to layer this. We're going to break up the taco shells, and we're going to put them on the bottom. Then we're going to put the meat on. Then I'm going to put the lettuce, and then the tomato, and then I'm going to put cheese on top. Now, obviously, you guys can do it in whatever order you want, but that's how I do it, and I'm incredibly anal about it. And you know what? This one's got a lot of nasty soap scum on it, so I think I need to buy some more rinse aid. So I'm going to use this bowl instead. You know, Aaron used to always ask me, why are you so anal about stuff? And my response was always, well, you know, I'm an analyst by trade, and what are the first 4 letters of that word? So, there you go. You can blame my career on it. So, here's to everybody. Time for another sip. L'chaim. I don't even know what that means, but it just sounds awesome. So, Yingling. I just like saying that. Yingling. And Van Halen is just tearing it up in the other room. You know, I was watching this concert the other night, and it's so funny because I'm sitting there watching David Lee Roth on stage, and I'm sorry, you want to talk about a bloated ego, and just about a guy that just thinks way too much of himself. I mean, that was Diamond Dave for sure. But you know, all that aside, there's still no denying that he is the face and the voice of Van Halen. And I just think they're at their best when he's on stage with them. You know, Sammy Hagar, you heard Eddie really transition hard to keyboards. You know, a lot of people can make the argument, well, you know, the 1984 album with Jump, you know, was what started it. Yeah, but the rest of that album was just slamming good hard rock. The Van Hagar days, I mean, Eddie's tone changed. You know, they got a more poppy sound, and the keyboard just kept showing up and showing up and showing up. And I'm sorry, but dude, you're a guitar hero. Play the guitar. You know, it's kind of the same argument that a lot of people had with Rush when Geddy started playing a lot more keyboards, and you know, a lot of fans kind of took off, but you know, they still kind of kept that edge to them. And Geddy still at least played some jam and bass along. You know, Eddie just kind of, it was like he mothballed his guitars for a couple records. I mean, it was really upsetting. So when David Lee came back, I was very happy. Although their album, A Different Kind of Truth, was a different kind of garbage. And yes, I said that about something that Van Halen did, but it really was a terrible record. I'm sorry, it was awful. But their live stuff was still incredible. And their live album from the Tokyo Dome with David Lee Roth was just incredible. It was like old Van Halen all over again. All right, so I'm going to take the taco shells out now, and I couldn't open up the oven all the way because my dog is standing right here. Okay, now she just squatted down. So, Kasha, are you hungry? You want some tacos? Are you hungry? Yes, my girl. You want a taco? You want a treat? Let's see if I can get her to jump for you guys. This is awesome. As soon as she sees this bag, she starts going nuts. There you go. Ride 'em cowboy. She looks like a bucking bronco, man. And I'm telling you, she may be little, but this dog is all fire and heart, man. All right. So, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, jump. Come on, dance. There you go. That's my girl. That's my sweetheart right there. You guys make fun of me all you want, but this dog will kill you. Trust me on that. All right. Oh, and you don't want to accidentally put this in your food. So, you know, I have all of her dog treats sitting really close to where I make dinner. And one of these days, I'm telling you, I am flaky enough that this will happen. I'm going to be not paying attention, and next thing you know, I'm going to have one of these Alpo squares or bacon bacon bits in my dinner, and you know what? I'm going to deserve it. That's what I get for paying attention. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my salad bag here. I'm getting pretty good at doing stuff one-handed. All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab a couple taco shells. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crumble them up. You know, again, I like salads. If you guys want to have, you know, just eat regular tacos, dude, go for it. No one's stopping you. And again, you know, you have to remember the whole purpose of me doing these videos, besides the fact that I really enjoy doing them, is it's just to show, you know, really it's aimed for guys, just to show you guys how easy it is to be self-sufficient and make stuff. I mean, none of this stuff that I've made is really hard. In fact, it's actually pretty easy. So I've got, let's see, so that's 3 shells in there. I think that's a good start. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start spooning in some meat. And I just want to remind you guys what I have in here. We've got the taco seasoning. I've got chili powder. And you guys saw I also dumped some of that garlic habanero hot sauce in there. Let's get one more spoon in there. I just didn't want to, I could have gotten a big ladle, but I'm lazy. I didn't want to dirty anything else because anything that you do, you got to wash later. So keep that in mind when you're making it. So next I'm going to go ahead and dump some of the salad in here. Now this is a pre-made salad, and this has some sliced up carrots, cabbage, lettuce obviously. I think there might be a radish or 3 in here, I'm not sure. Hey, here's a radish. See? Hi, radish! Yes, I talk to my food. Don't judge. I'm having a rough week. So why did I not start out tonight with a slamming guitar riff? That's a good question. I was actually planning on it. I was actually practicing some Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix, but you know, I got to be honest. My back has really been hurting me, and it flared up after I got home from my brother-in-law Steve's. And quite frankly, I truly don't know if I'd even be able to get down the stairs right now. That's how much pain I'm in. So, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. But it doesn't keep me from eating well. So, and yes, I'm probably the first person you've ever seen spooning in tomatoes with a butcher knife. I'm telling you, this show is just chock full of freaking crazy talent. I know sometimes I amaze even myself. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to top this off with some cheese, and I'm going to get a look at all that, baby. Yeah. So we're going to shake that up a little bit, let it settle. Now I'm going to take. Now this comes with. Where is it? I lost it. Oh, here it is. This is what I call the wimpy bag. This has the mild taco sauce in it. We're just gonna throw that in the corner because who needs it? Not me. I'm rolling right with the hot, and I'm gonna turn you off for just for a second. Hi! I need both hands. Okay, I'm back. So we're just gonna go ahead and dump that bad boy on there. And this is what I like to call the Alka-Seltzer twist right there. I'm going to shake up some of this Italian dressing. And as we've already said, it's got to be wishbone Italian. And I'm just telling you now, anybody, if I know that you've watched my video and I see you using something besides this, it's not going to go well for you. That's all there is to it. All right. Doesn't that just look, okay, actually no, that does not look good right now, but it's going to shortly. So I'm going to take this fork, and I'm just very lovingly and stylishly going to just kind of stir this around a little bit, get everything mixed up nice and well. What you want to do, you want to make sure when you're mixing salad, especially something like this, where some of the ingredient elements are really heavy, you want to make sure you get all the way down to the bottom of the bowl and just bring it up to the top and mix it around that way. That way you make sure that you get a lot of love and goodness in every bite, yo. Alright, that's it. The salad is made, and let's check on Van Halen real quick. Oh, that's sad. Jamie's crying. I always wondered what she was crying about. She probably hung out with David Lee Roth. Doesn't make anybody cry. All right, well, that's it. That's the show for tonight. I'm going to sit down and enjoy my dinner and my Yingling. And no, this is not a paid advertisement. I just really like it. So me and Kasha are going to sit there and enjoy, well, I'm going to enjoy the salad, and she's going to sit there staring at me with those big bug eyes of her begging me, and I'm just going to say no, not going to happen. And then she's probably going to bite me. So everybody, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Those of you that are going to the Akron fireworks, hey, have fun, be safe. Try not to get hit in the face, because that always looks bad. So until next time, this is Rockin' Chef Jeff. Happy 4th of July. Peace!